If you've ever thought I can't charge more because clients won't pay it, then stick around until the end of this video because I'll be busting that myth wide open. And it's not that clients won't pay higher prices, it's that you likely haven't given them a reason to. And today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to shift that mindset, how to position your value, and how to start charging exactly what you're worth. First, let's address the biggest misconception, which is clients aren't willing to pay more money or pay higher prices, which is wrong. Clients are willing to pay for what they see valuable. So for example, there's a lot of people out there that would spend $5,000 on a luxury bag or $50,000 on a new car. So there's not really a reason why somebody wouldn't spend $3,000 or upwards on a new website, as long as they see it as something that's going to bring value to them. So the real question isn't will clients pay, but is it, am I communicating value in a way to make them want to? Let's talk about why clients actually will pay higher prices. Number one is that they are investing in results, not just a website. People aren't just wanting to pay for a website. They are investing in more leads, more customers, more revenue. And if you're able to position your services as a solution to their problems, then pricing becomes less of an issue. Clients care more about an impact rather than features. So rather than saying, you get a 5-page website with a contact form, blah, 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 you want to say something more along the lines of your website is going to be optimized to attract and convert visitors into paying customers. Number two is higher prices actually attract better quality clients. So those cheap clients equal nightmare clients. They're the ones that are going to nickel and dime you, they're going to demand more, they're going to want everything for free, and they're going to disappear when it's time to pay. Higher paying clients respect your expertise and trust you to do your job. They typically understand the value of great work, and they're much more likely to be collaborative, appreciative, and refer you to other people. And you can think of it this way: would you rather have 10 $500 clients that are constantly questioning you, or 3 $5,000 clients that actually trust your expertise? Number three is they expect to pay for expertise already. So if you position yourself as an expert and somebody that is able to deliver results and not just build a website, they're already expecting to pay premium prices for that. You can think of it this way. So let's say you're about to go into surgery and you have 2 doctors to choose from. One has only conducted 1 surgery and the other one has gone through about 10,000. Which one are you going to choose? Your clients feel the same way, and it all comes down to how you're branding and positioning yourself. So the more authority that you build through your content, the more testimonials that you share, and maybe even case studies, the more likely clients are going to be in investing in your services. Number 4 is people associate higher prices with higher quality. And you can think about luxury brands as well. So for example, people aren't spending $10,000, $20,000 on a Rolex just to be able to tell the time. They're buying it for the prestige, the status, and because they trust the quality of that brand. The same principle applies to web design. So if you are pricing yourself too low, clients are going to assume that you are inexperienced and probably a bit more desperate for work. Whereas if you're pricing yourself higher, by nature, they are going to see you as more desirable. And that's also going to signal confidence to them that you're able to deliver results. Number 5 is cheap websites can actually cost clients more in the long run. And this could be a good angle for you to take when you are justifying your prices. So for example, if a client wanted to go and spend $500 on a website with an amateur designer, they may end up with a website that is slow, unoptimized, and ineffective at actually generating leads or sales. Eventually, they would need a professional to fix it, probably costing them double what they had spent with you. And so when you explain this to clients up front, they start to see higher prices as a smarter investment rather than an expense. Okay, so how do you actually charge more without clients running for the hills? Here's the strategy. Number 1 is shift from cost to investment. So rather than just selling websites, you want to sell a transformation. Instead of saying I charge $3,000 for a website, you could say I've designed this website to increase your conversion so that you can generate more leads and sales so that you can make back on your investment quickly. Clients care about ROI, not just price, so you can show how an optimized website can increase their revenue or improve user experience or even just make their brand look more credible. Number 2 is you can package your services for perceived value. So rather than just giving a flat rate, you can give very clear and strategically tiered packages. So for example, if you wanted to have your first package priced at $2,500, this was like a 5-page website with mobile design. Next could be like a growth package. It could be priced at like $5,000, and that could include everything that the first package had, plus maybe SEO, lead generation, content strategy, and whatnot. And then you could even have a premium package. This could be $8,000 or more, and that could include lead generation, branding, just full optimization, ongoing support, whatever it is that you might offer in addition. When you show options, clients tend to feel a lot more in control, so they're likely going to pay for a higher package. Next, you want to position yourself as an expert, not an order taker, right? So rather than acting like you are just a service provider and you're just there to build websites. You want to position yourself as if you are helping businesses solve their problems. You can share testimonials, you can share case studies, or even just success stories on how your website has been able to get results. You can have a specific section on your own website that is labeled results, for example, with the video testimonials that you might have or want to start gathering, and just have a section where clients can go to see how well you've been performing in your industry. Number 4 is confident pricing equals confident clients. So if you are feeling a little hesitant in terms of conveying how much your prices are, then clients are going to feel hesitant to pay that. So you do want to make sure that you are just speaking with a lot of confidence, because the more certain that you sound, the more the client is going to feel like this investment is worth it and they can trust you. Number 5 is educate your clients on the cost of not investing, because a lot of the time clients don't really know about this industry or how it works, and so they don't necessarily see the downside of investing in a cheaper website. Really break it down for them. So slow websites are going to drive away customers, and bad design is going to damage their credibility, and then bad SEO is going to make it so that they can't be found online. Lastly, you can also offer payment plans. So a lot of clients do want to invest in a really well-built website, but they do struggle with that upfront cost. So for example, if you did charge $5,000 for a website, but wanted to offer a payment plan, maybe split into 3, and they could pay $1,700 each month for 3 months. That way it will make it seem a lot more accessible for the client without also jeopardizing your pricing integrity. All right, now let's talk about the number 1 mistakes that are keeping web designers underpaid, and it's charging what you think clients can afford. If you've ever thought, oh, small businesses can't afford this, or no one in my area would be willing to pay this much, then you are pricing based on assumptions and not value. The reality is that businesses that understand their own worth are going to invest in services that are going to help them grow. The issue isn't price, it's perception. So if you position yourself as a service that is essential, a business will find a way to pay for it. So here are some things you can try the next time that you are taking on a project. Is 1, you can try raising your prices and see what happens. You might be surprised of how many people say yes. There's so many designers that never even really raise their prices very much because they fear rejection. But the truth is that clients who are really serious about their own business are willing to invest to enhance their quality of their own work. Number 2 is if a client does express that something's too expensive, don't raise your prices, show them value instead. Break down exactly what they're going to get and how it's going to benefit their business, because at the end of the day, a website isn't an expense, it's actually a revenue generating tool. Number 3 is start targeting clients that are already investing in marketing services of some form. So if they're already investing in ads or branding or SEO, that is a really good signal to show you that they are already invested in getting really good results. Because if a company is already spending $2,000 on ads every month, then they're not going to necessarily bat an eye at spending $5,000 on a website if it's going to help increase their conversion rates. Lastly, you want to improve your client selection process. So if you're constantly dealing with a lot of price objections, then you might be targeting the wrong audience, and high paying or high ticket clients exist in every industry. So you just need to position yourself where they are. What I've found in my own business is when that you are starting to price based on value versus fear, that you're going to attract better quality clients, you're going to work less, and you're going to make more. And here's the real kicker. So when you start to raise your prices, you're starting to make a lot more money, and your clients are also going to perceive your work so much differently in terms of being much more high quality. The moment that you shift your mindset from can they really afford this to how can I show them the most value is really when your business is going to transform. That's all I have for you today. And if you're somebody that is interested in getting more clients in your business, you can download my free resource in the description below. It's 101 proven ways of how to gain more clients as a web designer. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video.